All right, what's good, people, man? First of all, before I even get into this, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Give me a look, see, check me out, support me. I really appreciate it. But on some real shit, I keep hearing everybody say, Eminem the GOAT, Eminem this, Eminem that, Eminem the greatest. Me, I say shit that people only think of or too scared to say. But I'm gonna be honest. M is a great lyricist. Don't get me wrong. Great lyricist. Trying to see a way I can put this without having to sound biased, but just giving an honest opinion. He's a great lyricist, but he's really higher up simply because he's white. Is he really the GOAT or the Great White Hope? And do I put him on a? You know what? For him being white and how he's established himself in the hip hop community, I give him that type of uh, GOAT status or Mount Rushmore status, as you could say. But if you play role reversal and you take his antics and the lyrics he was coming with when he first started, and you put that in a black person's body, or a black man says those things, what do we say about him? Man, get that whack ass shit out of here. We ain't trying to hear that bullshit. Nobody want to hear that shit. Man, you stupid. My buns is on all that crazy. Nobody hearing that. But unlike black people, as much. I'm not saying all black people, because there's a lot of black people that support other blacks. That shit right there is the narrative they painted, and that's bullshit. We support each other a lot more than they say, just not as much as them. And when I say by them, is white people support white people. When anytime they get a chance to, imprint or implement their culture, their race in any culture, best believe they're gonna support it to the fullest. They're gonna do it, and just be honest, they spend a lot more money. Black people, we always look for the hookup. You feel me? We're gonna try to get the hookup. That's just the way it is, and that's been embedded in us because for so long, so many centuries, we had to find the hookup to get what we needed because they made it unaffordable. Everything unaffordable for us to a certain extent. So that's in our DNA to get that hookup. And nothing wrong with that. If I can get ahead by getting that hookup, then I'm gonna get ahead by getting that hookup. White folks is gonna spend that money. They're not gonna let that white man outdo that black man. White people is one of the only races that can hate each other, but still support each other because they don't want him to outdo them or that race to outdo that race. I'm just putting that out there. Sorry the way it sounds. I'm just being honest about it. It's the truth. Dead truth. So, what classifies him the GOAT? He's a lyricist. Dope. Like him. Like his lyrics. His album play. He might have one great album that you can possibly make it playable. But if you go back and look at a lot of his content, a lot of his albums, honestly, are trash. M would get on the track, and trust me, you don't want to feature on your track. He's gonna try to shit on you. He gonna do it. He going to. He's going to shit on you. He's gonna do it. But he'll get into some shit, and his rhyme scheme will sound superb, dope. And half the time he'll be making no fucking sense at all. People say, "Oh, he's making sense. It's just over your head." I catch those bars over the head. I catch those, like, he got some hard bars. Don't get me wrong, but some shit he'll start saying some just off the wall shit, and it puts it together. The rhyme scheme impeccable. It's crazy, but half of it would make no sense. He does that a lot. He really had his music has no replay value. Would you pick a Jay-Z album over a Slim Shady album or over an Eminem album? Of course. Um, a Nas album over Eminem album? Of course. Andre 3000 album over Eminem album? Of course. 50 Cent album over Eminem album? Of course. But he outsold all of them. Why? Because white people spend money. They're going to make sure that they have somebody sitting at the seat of this, cultural, racial music genre. By all means, if we're breaking into a lot of their fraternities, golf, hockey, things that, what makes you think that and we support a person when they push out there, when they go into those different races, their cultural sports or things that we wasn't allowed in, and we start to go in and we trying to dominate. We're gonna push and we're gonna support that person to the fullest. That's what's happening to Eminem. That's what's been happening since the first day he came in. Though he can rap, not taking that from him. A lot of people say, "Oh, he is one of the greatest." Yes, that boy is a dope lyricist. One of the greatest. He's dope. I'll put him. He's high up there lyrically. He's definitely high up there. He can spit fast, But like I said, Joyner Lucas is his protege. I put Joyner Lucas ahead of him as in a better content. Joyner Lucas can spit just as hard as him. Rhyme scheme. But it makes more sense. He has better content. He has better music. I can bump a Joyner Lucas track in my CD player before I would bump an Eminem. Like, where's the replay value in Eminem tracks? Or his albums, period. His albums are not gonna be, they're not gonna go with time. His name, his legacy partake of what he's done, what he's accomplished will outlast time. But his music itself, it's not. Look at Ether, and then forget the name of the track that Jay-Z done against Nas, or just anything from the Blueprint album. People are always going to remember that. Even the younger generation is going to know that because the older generation puts them on it. Yo, check this out. If you thought that was hard, check this out, and it passes down. The older generation is not going to be like, hey, go listen to the Slim Shady. Go listen to the Eminem. They're not going to do that. They're going to say, now that white boy was cold. Y'all can check out some of his verses. Or you can look what he said about such. They're not going to say, go look at the whole entire album. And they're going to,